This is Matthew Kratter's Bitcoin University, and today I want to talk about Bitcoin miners depilating dogs. This is an electric vehicle. This is a Tesla. If you plug it in, you're a good person and you're saving the planet because EVs do not emit carbon dioxide. By contrast, this is a Bitcoin mining rig. They look like this. And if you plug one of these in, you're actually a bad person and you're destroying the planet, even though Bitcoin mining rigs, like electric vehicles, do not emit carbon dioxide. Who knew? It's so hard to be good these days, as you know, if you've ever watched The Good Family from many years ago. Now, if you're a Bitcoin miner, it's especially difficult to be good these days. For example, ever since Bitcoin miners came to this small town in Texas, in Granbury, Texas, lots of things have been going wrong. A centuries-old oak tree died. It's hard to believe, how did this happen? What's the world coming to when really old things die all of a sudden? Also, an 81-year-old woman got sick, and a 64-year-old man got a blood clot. And don't you dare blame something else for that blood clot. It was definitely caused by these Bitcoin mining machines. Bitcoin miners showed no mercy to Granbury, Texas. They didn't even stop when it came to depilating dogs. This dog had loss of fur thanks to the Bitcoin miners. Now, to be fair to the Bitcoin miners, the author of the Times article admits that it's possible that none of these problems were actually caused by Bitcoin mining itself. Buried deep in the Times article, in the Time article, is this disclaimer: it's nearly impossible to prove that the Bitcoin mine directly caused the afflictions of these specific animals and plants, but as the strange anecdotes collect, they've added to the stress of a town that feels under siege from all directions. This under siege from all directions, it's always interesting because the only time that New York journalists like Andrew Chow, who wrote this article, take a break from looking down their noses at redneck towns and flyover country is when they want to use their rural brethren as a political battering ram. Here's an anthropologist presenting his findings in New York City. The drone footage is our best evidence yet that humans actually inhabit this area in the middle of the country called flyover country. Now, these same journalists didn't write articles about all the manufacturing jobs in Granbury being outsourced to China in order to help to create a bid for U.S. government debt and endless U.S. government deficits. These journalists also did not write articles about Scott Jamar of Granbury, Texas, who died early in 2003 in Iraq fighting a war for the U.S. dollar elites to stop Saddam Hussein from selling oil for euros. When it comes to a new type of money like Bitcoin that gives people freedom from bankers, all of a sudden Andrew Chow, this Harvard-trained journalist's moral sensibilities are awakened, and he's suddenly so concerned about rural Texas folk. It would look like, though, a Texas jury would disagree with his article. Just yesterday, a Texas jury sided with the Bitcoin miner Marathon, who's running this Bitcoin mining plant in Granbury, Texas, and acquitted them of all charges. In response, Marathon has pledged to conduct a sound study and take steps to reduce noise, like moving some computers to immersion cooling, which will help with the noise. What's causing the noise, I believe, are the cooling fans in Granbury, extending sound barriers and planting trees. To be clear, I'm fully in favor of small towns being able to decide what businesses they want in their local communities and what rules, including noise ordinances, those businesses must abide by. And presumably Marathon did apply for permits. They didn't just set up a mining facility in Granbury without getting the town council's permission. What I am against those ignorant journalists like Andrew Chow, who write clickbait articles and run smear campaigns against Bitcoiners and lead people to believe that even a dog losing its fur can be attributed to Bitcoin mining. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to hit the subscribe and like buttons. Hit the notification bell if you want to be notified when I publish my next video. And let me know your questions and comments in the comment section below. Thanks a lot for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.